In this episode, I'm going to show you the best productivity apps for 2022. Let's rise. Rising to be. Rising to be productive. Rising to be organized. Rising to be inspired. Who are you rising to be? New podcast every Tuesday, new videos every Wednesday and Saturday. Today's episode is about increasing your productivity and improving the way you work on task with the best productivity apps for 2022. And all the apps I mentioned will be linked down below in the description section. And of course, the podcast notes. Now, let's get started. Take the fuss out of what you're having for dinner using Rising to Be's Grocery Gladiator printable bundle. The customizable meal planner helps you to prep and plan your meals ahead of time. And you can even add links to your favorite Pinterest recipes to try out for later. Use the shopping list custom categories to never forget anything while shopping for your groceries. Keep track of your exercises, daily steps, water intake, body measurements, and other fitness goals you have throughout the week and month to track your fitness progress using the Grocery Gladiator bundle. 3 unique color options to choose from. Available now at risingtobe.com and on Etsy. Hello everyone, I'm Christina B Rising and welcome to the Rising to Be show. The only place on the internet where I help you rise to be who you want to be. Helping you rise to be productive, organized, and inspired so that you can reach your goals. I upload new videos and podcasts every single week. So be sure to subscribe as a riser so that you won't miss anything. We currently are on the road to 1,500 YouTube subscribers, and I'd love for you to be a part of the journey. Shop for workbooks, printables, and stickers at risingtobe.com. And of course, shop the Women's History Month sale and save 30% off your entire order at risingtobe.com. And last but not least, this episode would not be possible without the support of our Rising to Be patrons and channel members. Thank you. Now let's get into this episode. To achieve great things, 2 things are needed: a plan and not quite enough time. Leonard Bernstein. App 1, Calendly. Focus on being productive instead of busy. Tim Ferriss. If you're like me and you hate going back and forth with trying to schedule a meeting or a get-together with friends, then you'll love Calendly. Calendly allows those you know to easily schedule a time with you without having to check your calendar. All you have to do is share a link and it's done. And it even adjusts to different time zones. Just make sure it's connected to regular digital calendars like Google Calendar, Outlook, Office 365, or iCloud calendars, so that you'll never be double booked or overwhelmed with plans. Do the hard jobs first. The easy jobs will take care of themselves. Dale Carnegie. App 2, Self-Control or Focal Filter. Productivity is being able to do things that you were never able to do before. Franz Kafka. Self-Control and Focal Filter is an app that helps you maintain your focus by literally blocking out certain websites on your computer. If you have a Mac, you can use Self-Control, and if you're on a PC, you can use Focal Filter. When you have homework or you're working remote for the day and need to finish something before the end of the day, I strongly suggest that you use this to temporarily block websites like Candy Crush, Facebook, ESPN, and of course Netflix. You can easily set a timer for your specific hours of work, and once that timer runs out, you can freely browse on your favorite websites again. It's not always that we need to do more, but rather that we need to focus on less. Nathan W. Morris. App 3, the most dangerous writing app. My goal is no longer to get more done, but rather to have less to do. Francine J. If you struggle like me to get started and finished writing a paper, or you have a YouTube channel and podcast called Rising to Be, where you need brand new podcasts and YouTube videos every single week, and you still slack on writing sometimes, then the most dangerous writing app is the app that you need. This app literally erases what you are typing if you aren't making any progress, which literally forces you to start writing and not stop until you're actually done. I highly suggest this if you really hate writing or struggle with staying focused on your task so that you can get things done. You can fool everyone else, but you can't fool your own mind. David Allen. App 4, Alarmy. Simplicity boils down to 2 steps. Identify the essential, eliminate the rest. Leo Babut. If you're like me, getting out of bed in the morning is literally the hardest thing every morning. I feel like I'm letting down Mel Robbins since I'm not using her 5-second rule to hop out of bed. But you know what disrupts my sleep? Alarmy. It will literally annoy me with a siren, a math problem, or doing push-ups in order for the alarm to be cut off. This is like a hardcore snooze button, but it is so effective. Strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value. Albert Einstein. At 5, Google Calendar. Sometimes things may not go your way, but the effort should be there every single night. Michael Jordan. Become a real adult and color code your life with Google Calendar. The app helps you to keep up with your appointments, meetings, hobbies, and keep up with your to-do list on the go. You can even share your calendar with others you know. It allows for you to know exactly what's going on in your day. You can set certain tasks and standing appointments to recur every week or month. Color coding allows for you to quickly differentiate the tasks and to-dos in your schedule. You can even schedule time slots in your day for uninterrupted slots so that you can work in peace without interruptions. Try adding buffer zones between meetings or activities for commuting or just taking a break. If you don't have access to Google Calendar, you can use apps like Microsoft Calendar, Schedule Once, and of course Calendly, which I explained earlier in the video. The tragedy in life doesn't lie in not reaching your goal. The tragedy lies in not having no goal to reach. Benjamin E. Mays. App 6, Coach.me. If you spend too much time thinking about a thing, you'll never get it done. Bruce Lee. Stay committed to your goals using the Coach.me app. You can use this app to track habits that are important to you in a supportive community. Or you can find your very own coach to help you stay motivated and keep you accountable with one of the paid plans on Coach.me. Until we can manage time, we can manage nothing else. Peter Drucker. App 7, Asana. The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. Walt Disney. Keep everything in your life or business organized using Asana, a task manager app to help you organize, manage, and track others' work on your team. There is a calendar layout and a giant to-do list so that you can tackle your tasks with ease. Since you're able to easily see others' progress on tasks, there's no need for pointless emails with people asking if you've completed something, which is why I highly recommend checking out this amazing app. You don't need a new plan for next year. You need a commitment. Seth Godin. YouTube commenter, hey sister. Very helpful tips. Thanks so much for this timely video. Brown praise hand emoji. Thanks so much for your comment. Hey sister. App 8, Flora, Focus Keeper. Lost time is never found again. Benjamin Franklin. The Flora app is a focus timer that allows for you to grow virtual trees when you start a Pomodoro session. The Pomodoro technique is a strategy to help you manage your time and focus in 25-minute increments using a timer. Using the timer allows for you to focus and helps to reward you with a much-needed 5-minute break while growing your virtual tree. And of course, if you decide to leave the Flora app and hop into another app like Instagram or Netflix, your tree will immediately start to die, which for me is kind of like a trigger warning to get back to work and finish my task. Your work is going to be a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking. Don't settle. As with all matters of the heart, you'll know when you'll find it. Steve Jobs. Share this awesome episode with someone you know who needs it to help them rise to be who they want to be. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I'd hate for you to miss the next episode. Now let's get into our recap. So let's do a quick recap just in case you missed an app. App 1, Calendly. App 2, Self-Control or Focal Filter. App 3, the most dangerous writing app. App 4, Alarmy. App 5, Google Calendar. App 6, Coach.me. And App 7, Asana. App 8, Flora Focus Keeper. Do you want even more Risingtobe in your life? Then join the Risingtobe Patreon. It helps you support the channel and other forms of content. There's 3 tiers to choose from, starting as low as $4. So here's a breakdown of Tier 1. You get access to the monthly wallpapers for your computer and phone to keep you motivated and inspired all month long. You get to choose one monthly video topic, and of course, you get a Patreon shout out in my next video. Tier 2 has access to monthly wallpapers. You get to choose one monthly video topic, early access to videos, and of course, a Patreon shout out in my next video. Tier 3 has access to the monthly wallpapers. They get to choose 2 monthly video topics and 1 podcast topic. Early access to videos and podcasts, a Patreon shout out in my next video, and of course exclusive access to my printable collection from my Etsy store, Risingtobe. And it's only available through Patreon and Etsy, so this is something you really want to jump on. There are 3 tiers to choose from. I plan on adding even more as we go along. So I hope you'll consider joining the Patreon risers. Keep rising to be who you want to be. Thank you so much for stopping by and pressing play. I truly appreciate it. I hope this episode was helpful to you. Let me know down below in the comments or your podcast review which tip you'll be using. Watch next week's episode early by joining my Patreon for more exclusive content. There's 3 tiers to choose from at patreon.com/rising. And before I go, I just want to take a moment to thank Elise W. and Rose W. Tier 3 patrons. This very episode would not be possible without the support of our Rising to Be patrons and channel members. Thank you. Keep rising to be who you want to be. Bye, risers.